We love you, Stoic. Thank you. Thank you so much for, being a part of this community. We love having you with us. You always bring a smile to my face. Every time I see an NFT just airdropped in my wallet, I'm just like, damn, he's getting better. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on another beautiful Monday evening. To any new timers in the crowd, my name is Sinful, and I am your host for Beyond the NFT. Tonight's guest is a Twitch streamer. He is a Web3 gamer and one of the realest influencers that I know. Everybody, please give it up for our good friend Roach Killer.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is RoachKiller1746. I am very excited to be here today with Sinful on Beyond the NFT.
Man, I'm so happy to have you on Beyond the NFT. It's been a while, like it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I know you've tried to get me on here before, and I was busy, but now I'm finally glad to just be here. It's awesome.
We're out here, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's get to it, my friend. I have always been very curious to ask you, like, when did you start your streaming journey?
Ooh, that's interesting because I already have like about 2 years and a half streaming, right? And recently, last year of late October, early November is when I got into streaming things related to Web3, the metaverse and whatnot. But I always started off just streaming regular games, and I started to pick up slowly the attention. But my channel really blew up once I got into Web3 and I got into Decentraland. So this really has helped out my Twitch a lot in viewers.
I mean, it definitely was a huge transition. My story can kind of relate to yours in a way. I was a Twitch streamer before. I was a streamer in general before Decentraland. I started on on YouTube, and I streamed for 1 year and moved over to Twitch, and then I streamed for another year until I came across Decentraland.
Yeah, I also had tried YouTube too, but it was mainly just to make videos. But that wasn't my thing. I preferred streaming because of the real time engagement with like the audience and whatnot.
For sure. I mean, and it's a big shift, like from like what we were used to before Web3 streaming. Like, I definitely got to say, like, and there came a point where like I kind of had to like be careful on like what projects I got too excited for in a way.
Yeah, dude. You know, with this whole Web3 space, Web3 gaming too. Being all brand new. I did my research and I tread carefully because there's plenty of scams out there and like to mock these metaverses, mock these games. So jumping into this brand new, yeah, you have to be very careful.
Most definitely. So, okay, so you Twitch streamed for a bit before. You were Twitch streaming Web 2 games, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah, Web2 games.
When did you or how did you find out about the Centraland?
It's interesting because I've been into crypto before. Like I already had a few coins. I had like Shiba, Cardano, and whatnot. Um, and it all started because of Instagram. Just seeing pictures of the bored apes. I'm like, what are these monkeys about? What is an NFT? And slowly I started discovering that those bored apes tied into crypto. You could use the Ethereum to exchange, like to buy those and sell. So once I got into looking up what board apes were, and then I found OpenSea. I just started browsing collections on OpenSea, and was fascinated that I can use my crypto to be able to purchase these assets, and you know slowly started learning that they had utility to them some. And I found a wearable from Decentraland. I don't remember quite which one it was, but I found a wearable, and I'm like, what is this about? Can I wear this somewhere? I started seeing Decentraland, so I searched it up on the web, and I found it, decentraland.org. And so I jumped in, and it was literally out of the curiosity for, if I'm allowed to use that wearable or not, if I had purchased it. So, um, yeah, that's how I found Decentraland.
And when did you first jump in?
I jumped in a day after. That was like late November at that point, because I discovered the collection like on, yeah, late November, and then early, no, sorry, late October and then early November. That's when I had jumped in. I made a MetaMask wallet because I didn't have one, so I had made a MetaMask wallet. I connected it, and I was blown away by the fact that this was the metaverse, because I have heard of that term before, but I never knew what it was until I had made my wallet and jumped into the Genesis Plaza. I was just blown away, by it being a virtual world, because I did not know that's what it was.
Mm-hmm, most definitely. I mean, and like in a way, it was like the first time in history, at least for me, I felt like there was finally a use for an altcoin, and that altcoin was mana. Before it was just either Bitcoin or Ethereum. You buy your NFT with Ethereum, but it was really nice to see like the altcoin space kind of taking off in their own, making their own ecosystems.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I also didn't know that, like for Decentraland or other games, they had their own token that you could use to exchange to get these assets. That blew my mind too. I was like, whoa, like what is this? I only thought it was Ethereum when I first discovered OpenSea, but then I saw that Decentraland had its own token that you could use to exchange. So, I was blown away by that.
Yeah. So upon jumping into the Central Land, what potential did you see in it, in this open world?
I thought when I first jumped in, and I learned quickly that it wasn't. I thought it was gonna be a lot more interactive. Like at first, I thought like everything that you see, you'd be able to like either pick up or sit down, or like be able to like ride vehicles. Because as I slowly started like exploring by myself, I just kept finding all these builds, and I kept seeing like these houses, random houses out there. I thought you could I thought it'd be like an immersive world, which I knew that. Quickly learned that it wasn't.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. The Central Land is like its own thing, its own platform. Mainly look like from when I jumped in, I mainly thought saw a like social networking platform. Of course, like I feel like there will be a metaverse that will hit on exactly what you just spoke on.
Yeah, see, me being like a gamer, I didn't have that mentality of like a social, marketing platform. I thought it was just a game. That was my expectation from what I saw, because I'm running around with the little avatar, and you could dress them up. So I'm like, this is a cool game. But yeah, quickly I learned that it was more of a social, marketing platform.
Yep. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, I cut you off.
No, no, I just said yeah. You're good.
What are the current feelings on like, what are your current feelings on Decentraland?
Uh, you know, I I'm not so happy with it as it is right now. There's way too many bugs. There's so little really that you can do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even enjoy that, like the little that there is. I can't go to dice matches and play, comfortably without it crashing so much or not being able to see other people. I'm fortunate right now, actually, that I'm able to be at the dollhouse and see you guys. But for the most part, that's not even the case. So I've given up on even trying to like come to these events to like show my support and hang out with everyone. Like I can't even do that.
I see, I see.
Uh,
So you've been struggling to even get in World, huh? Like that's why we haven't seen Roachkiller? It's breaking my heart.
yeah, dude, it's been very frustrating, and again, like I just feel like there's standards for like what there already should be and what you should be able to do and whatnot, like and like they should have better servers by this time, because it's been out for a while, right? To my understanding, this has several years already, launched.
In development, yep.
Yeah, so at this time of age I would expect a lot more of it, but I feel like it's gone just backwards. Honestly.
In a way, it does feel that way. I'm strongly hoping that it is due to like development and like the team like just like silently implementing updates without telling anyone. Sometimes the communication between the foundation and the like overall community is a little lacking. But
Hmm.
those are my hopes, at least so far.
Yeah, see, like I love it either way. I love it because the like Decentraland as a community is one thing, right? And the platform itself is another. And frankly, I love the community, man, and I love seeing everybody's like passion for it. Everybody works hard. They build some amazing things. They have these awesome events. Like they really care for this platform, and they're doing the best they can to bring in more people, and more people enjoy this space, and make new friends, and uh, also like collab with others and create new experiences and whatnot. But like I love that about Decentraland, like the community. But yeah, just the platform itself is just it's a real pain in the ass, you know.
I
And
understand.
yeah, it me personally, I would I wouldn't even say it's basic for what it should be. Like that'd be a compliment, quite frankly, if I call it basic. But it's not even that, and it's upsetting because like as much as I want to be here and enjoy it, I just can't. But I
Mhm.
genuinely want to. Like I try every day, and I still go to like Wonder Mine and the farm, and I still go to like Roomway, just try to do those quests by myself because that's literally all I can do is just be by myself. But
I'm gonna start sending you links and shit.
dude, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm very happy that this even works right now, and I'm even in world with you guys. Like I feel privileged. Like it's like they hear me, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's talking crap. Let's not allow him to be with everybody else. Like put him in his own realm." But yeah, I love Decentraland and I love you guys, but I still hate Decentraland
It's a love
because it
hate
doesn't
relationship.
properly work. Yeah, it just doesn't properly work as I think it should and have.
So,
I think it
from
has. Right?
from a consumer point of view, what do you feel the Central Land can do to improve the overall user experience?
Well, I've always said this, and I'm pretty sure people can agree. But just a more immersive world, like right now, why can't we be at the dollhouse right now, like we are, and be able to just sit down or play a pool game, for example? Let's say Tank has a pool table there, but you actually see the avatar, character animations, hit the get the cue stick and hit the ball, like all those small things will add on a lot more fun, and will like people that are not social, that can't just start up a conversation and they're more about like role playing and spark a conversation through that. It'll make people more comfortable to also talk, because right now it's just really strictly talking. Not everybody's good at making a conversation. So just a more immersive world, and character animations, all those minor details that'll make you feel like you're actually there.
Most definitely. So like with the recent implications of emotes, I have been like kind of like just like I won't shut the fuck up about this sometimes. Like if they can take the the grimy campfire sit emote and like make it so it could just like stay on hold until you touch a movement key. Like that, I feel like that can go a long way. You could actually use your furniture at that point.
See, oh man, like about the emotes, since you brought that up, I I like okay, I like the joy it brings to the community. I've seen the post on Twitter, everybody being goofy, like with that, like I forgot what it was. I think Mariana, I think and Ruston, like at the DG, her pretending to knock him out, or like Tang with with Studio Sparkles hugging each other and whatnot. Like all that brings me joy, but frankly, I feel like that should have just been standard, from the team themselves. We shouldn't have to have made our own emotes. That should have been something that by default should have already been involved. You know what I mean? Going back to like what would make this platform better and whatnot.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I see it like that, but thinking it, of another way, I guess is good because it brings opportunity for people to allow them to be creative to make their own, and they're able to make some mana off of that.
Mhm.
I also see it like that too in a positive way. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like those emotes are gonna help bring new users and like make this experience better. Because my question is, for how long is that gonna work? Like you can
Mhm.
only do so much.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, so
And I
yeah,
mean, I mean, I will say I do love the emotes, but like to your point, that it should have been standard. I feel like maybe the team should have released like standard emotes, like a set of standard emotes, and then opened up the market to let creators make their own.
yeah, yeah. I would agree. Even like that, they should have had a lot more standard emotes. And maybe even a lot more like starter clothes because you don't have much choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have Sinful Media here standing on the heart right next to me. He's wearing his vanilla outfit. He doesn't have a single wearable. He's corporate, dude. He's a narc. He'll tell on me, man. So
Yeah, but like you see, like they should add a lot more clothes by default. They should have a lot more emotes by default. And like there's something that came to my mind right now that I feel would help out a lot, but yeah, no, that I forgot. But yeah, by default, more emotes, more clothes. Yeah.
most definitely, and I mean, hopefully someone that has control over some of all of this here in Decentraland might listen to this interview, take some notes, and get back to us in the future. We're all at the mercy of the devs here on Decentraland. So if you're listening, help. I'm only mods, and this is out of the scope of practice for admins. So we need devs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always gonna be in Decentraland. I love this so much, and I really hope that they do step it up soon.
Most definitely. I mean, that's what we all strive for here on this platform. We wanna bring each other up, and we want our home world to grow.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, I mean, it's where my journey started, and it's why I'm here with you today. This platform, and why I have the viewers that I do and the support that I have. It all
Exactly.
started right here. So
Yep, exactly. So I mean, there's always that like love for Decentraland, that deep-rooted love.
yeah,
so
it's gonna be there.
so Roach Killer. So word around the block is that you know your stuff when it comes to Web3 gaming.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, I only know so much, but simply, what's funny? Like I've gotten people come and ask me like these crazy questions as if I was a part of the team, but it's like, bro, I'm doing my research. You know, I'm just going based off of what I've learned. Like I don't know it all. You know, like
I feel it, man. I feel it. So, like, through the stuff that you have researched, what is the latest news on in the Web3 gaming world? Like, what are you most excited about?
I am most excited. Well, actually, I don't know if excited is the right word, but I'm very concerned on like survival of Web3 games. Like if it's really gonna work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a bunch of these games want to involve like their own token. And using DG as an example, I know DG is not doing so hot, right? Reason is because their token is not sustainable, right? There's a lot of people that are withdrawing a lot of money out from the treasury, and it's not helping out their market economy. Is that right?
Yep. I mean, definitely there's a leak in the ecosystem.
Yeah. See, that's my main concern because I like a bunch of these games that I play, but they all want to involve tokenomics, but I personally feel like that's not the right way to go. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we don't have that many users that like player base yet to be involving the token, and therefore trying to keep the sustainability. I don't think we're ready for that. That's overall my main concern for these like Web3 games.
I see. Yep. I mean, you did bring up the next topic that I was gonna bring up, which was tokenomics. Like, what are your thoughts on the current like play to earn structure?
you know Something that Web2 games do, right, that we all hate is the fact that there is microtransactions. Therefore we spend money on like those assets that we have no ownership of. Like we don't once the servers are down for a certain game, like that's it, they're gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like microtransactions would definitely make sense in this Web3 gaming space because, for example, like I'm going to use Blankos as an example, but a new Blanco comes out, there's only 1,000 of them, a limit, and you have to pay microtransactions to get their coin to be able to mint it in their game. But I see that makes sense to me because if I pay $10 to mint a Blanco and there's only a limited amount of 1,000 and they're all minted out, I have something that many other players that are going to jump into the game don't have. So therefore, it brings value to what I have because somebody's going to want it, and the only way they're going to be able to get it is through me. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah. See, I feel like when it comes down to microtransactions, that why that would work for Web3, and they really like these games really should just stay away from the tokenomics. Like we shouldn't try to involve them at all, at least as of right now, because we're too early into this space. We
I
don't have the kind of attention we need to be able to keep a token sustainable or that many people interested in purchasing and whatnot.
Yeah, most definitely. So, what do you feel would be a more sustainable structure, like the microtransactions that you just mentioned? Are there any more structures that you would suggest?
Um, Honestly, no. I cannot envision any other way, other than like I had said, if we already had like that kind of attention, that player base, and that many people interested in actually wanting to spend. We're not there yet because everybody is against like all these Web3 games. Therefore, NFTs overall. So
So, what was the so what are your thoughts on like the a play to own structure?
I would prefer that because you know it's like for example, like if I'm playing COD and I genuinely want to, pay microtransactions to keep that skin, but it's actually mine, I get to keep it, I don't feel forced to have to grind to have to get it. I don't feel like regret later on, like, damn, I wish I can get rid of it. and I'm not able to sell it. With play to own, like again, like a Blanco, I get to keep my asset, and I genuinely like the game for fun. I don't have to, I don't have that mentality in mind that I have to get rid of it or that I regret buying it, knowing that I'll have the option to sell it if I choose to, if I please.
So in a way, have you heard of ICE's like I guess they're calling it like dashboard version 2, perhaps? I could be wrong.
Oh, you mean like the delegation version 2 or something like that?
Yes. Where
Uh,
it seems like they're kind of turning it into like a play to earn slash play to own kind of system. What are your thoughts on that?
play to own. Well, like in what aspect play to own? Like, what do you mean? Actually, I'm a little bit confused. Like when it comes down to the ice, because it is play to earn, right? You buy a wearable,
Yes.
and you need it in order to be able to earn ice, and you have to do your challenges. Like,
Mm-hmm.
see the
Yes.
thing. See the thing is like you're forced to buy something to get in, and like well, again, blankos is optional. I don't feel forced to. It's only if I really wanted to, you know?
Mm-hmm. So like with ice, the reason why I kind of am saying it's kind of gonna build a play to own structure is because okay, the ice owners will be able to play with their wearables and earn the ice to kind of do whatever they want with it. But the people that are being delegated will like get their ice thrown into like a bank where like they could collect it until they can buy a wearable. And if they wanted to withdraw early, then from what last time I saw, I don't know if it's been updated or anything like that. They said that the person that is withdrawing would take like what is it, 70% penalty on all their
Hmm.
ice
Hmm.
on the withdrawal ice. So at that point, it's really not worth it to pull out your ice. It's better to just leave it in the ecosystem and wait until you have enough to purchase your own wearable.
Yeah, no, in that case, it would definitely not be worth taking out the ice. Yeah. Um, See, I don't know. I don't like that. It feels forced. There's no liberty. There's no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that. No.
Okay, so like my biggest argument when it came to that was like because like which is like the wrong mentality, I will say. Like ice was used or is used for like people in countries with like lower economic standards, like or weaker weaker currency, like
Hmm.
their ice withdrawal is enough to like feed them for a week.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
or yeah, they're well off, earning this ice and being able to sustain their family with it. Of course, there's a bad side of it where it's like, yeah, it's good for humanity, but at the same time, it's bad for what we're trying to build.
yeah,
So,
yeah. No, definitely. See, and that's the issue with play to earn, and again, that's why uh, right now it's just we're all in need. We all have different situations, and we're desperate, and um, I don't know. It's play to earn is just it's the wrong way to brand that.
I feel it. I feel it. So, what are your top three Web3 games? Or actually, before we start with the top three, should we take a look at Sandbox real quick?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's take a look at
Let's
Sandbox.
take a look at Sandbox.
Here, let me 1 second.
So, initially, from like when you first jumped into Sandbox, what were your thoughts?
Well, first of all, it's just like Minecraft. It's literally just metaverse Minecraft. And what I like about Sandbox is like you can play the games and you actually can interact in the world. Like you can pick up objects, you can swing your sword, you can block. Um, I personally, my first impression was that Sandbox is pretty fun, and I have a lot of fun doing the seasons. The Alpha 2, that was a lot of fun. Grinding out those challenges, try to win an Alpha Pass. But this season 3 has been very bad. It's actually terrible,
Oh.
in my opinion.
And what are how why is it that you feel like that it's just terrible?
Here, let me share my screen real quick so I can show you what I mean.
Let's see. All right. Let me bring up. All
Yeah,
right. I have your screen share up.
yeah. So okay, look, the difference between Alpha, season 2 and 3. Alpha 2, all you had to do was grind out these challenges daily, right? And you earn these etho points, and the more points you have, you earn tickets, and also leveling up this pass, you get tickets, and you were able to win an Alpha Pass. And if you had acquired one, you would be rewarded. I think it was 1,000 in sand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was very simple. It was just about luck in the end, whether you got the pass or not. And if you did, well, you won big. And if you didn't, well, you can try again next season. But this season, they have the reward system again, so you can try to win an Alpha Pass by doing the missions to get these points, to get these tickets, so you could, have a higher chance of winning in the raffle. But they added a leaderboard, and that leaderboard is an issue because there is a total of 1.5 million being given out in sand,
Oh.
and first place gets 30,000 in sand, and at the price that it is right now, it basically sums up to like about $30,000.
Oh shit.
There's a bunch of bugs in the mission to begin with, right? People exploit those, and the team themselves on the stream said that the assets here, they don't matter. They will not help you in any way, right? Like the attributes that they provide, but that is false. If you have any of these assets, it's pay to win, because the attributes will help you. Like you will be able to do more damage with the weapon. You will be able to be more resistant. Have more defense with armor. The auras provide speed, so I think you will be able to move faster. I can't confirm that because I don't have that. Somebody else confirmed it in my Discord, but they say that you're able to move faster. So imagine people that don't own any assets, and they're trying their best doing speed runs throughout these missions to get a faster time. And the ones that actually have the assets already have that big boost because they can do more damage, and they have more defense, so they won't be dying as much, and they can kill enemies faster. And they still use the exploits, all the bugs, to glitch through the missions, and get the quest done in a matter of seconds, if not even like a minute. So it's very unfair for those that are really trying hard. You know what I mean?
Especially for, I mean, when there's money up top and so much of it.
Yeah, who wouldn't do anything for basically, again, like $30,000? And
Crazy.
those that have assets, they're gonna win. They're gonna win on top of cheating, using bugs, exploits.
So what you're saying is, if I go over and look at my sandbox assets, which I have 3 here, I could potentially cheat and win.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. They have been working hard, right? They have eliminated a bunch of people. They've gotten rid of them because they've caught them. But there was a. Let me see. Is he still here? Is he still here? No, he's not here. So he got caught. But see, here's the issue. They have been catching people, and they have been banning them, right? But what these guys do is they have like another account. They just make a dummy account. They transfer their assets over, and they can just keep exploiting the shit out of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if they get caught because it's not their primary account.
I
So
see.
they'll just keep doing this over and over and over again. The other guy that was in first place, if you click on their name, you can see their wallet, right? So I had done that to the previous guy in first place because this guy's new, and I tracked on Etherscan, like the transactions, and he had transferred from his main wallet over to another wallet, over to the wallet that he used to compete in that leaderboard. You know what I mean?
Oh damn.
And caught him. He's gone. This is somebody else. I don't know who the hell that is. But they ban him, but it's no big deal because he could just transfer back his assets and redo it all over again. You know what I mean? It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge issue.
Yeah, that is definitely. And have you submitted a ticket to the team, or do you know of anyone that has like brought this exploit to the attention of the team?
Oh man, dude, they have been. If you go to their Discord, there's a bunch of reports, and they do nothing about them. And it's like I had mentioned before. Last season there wasn't a leaderboard, but those glitches were aware, like in the levels. You know what I mean? They were more than aware that they were there. And you're telling me that they couldn't patch that stuff for this season and knowing they were gonna have a leaderboard? Like really?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right. Well, I guess one good thing I can say DG has going for it on top of like over Sandbox would be the ticket support. Today I submitted a ticket because Diamond Hand City jacked 400 chips from me, and I was like, "What?" I you know I
Oh,
Yeah, bro, it was quick. It was like real time shit. Like I submitted the ticket and then instantly like freaking they like it opened up the channel for me, and like someone from the team was like, "What's up, Sinful? What happened?"
yikes, dude, that freaking sucks.
I showed him my screenshot. I'm like, DG stole 400 chips from me, and they're like, "Okay, cool. Send me your wallet address.
Oh,
We good."
I see a comment that I like that somebody brought up, which makes no difference because for this season you have to. There's like a KYC, right? You submit your information, and once you have once they have your information and you verify on that account, like you're able to withdraw your rewards if you have any. But see, here's the thing: um, people that make dupe accounts, they're not going to put their information until they succeed. You know what I mean? Like if I was going to exploit this system, I wouldn't verify no accounts. You can still do the challenges. The only difference is you just can't claim the rewards. You have to wait till the end. So they can. This doesn't matter. This doesn't do shit. I can just exploit the crap out of it, and at the end when everything's good, just verify, and that's it. You know what I mean? Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure like that's an obvious, like if I wasn't, like I said, like if I was gonna do that, I wouldn't do this until I know like I succeed and I'm towards the end. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure those people think that way too. Why would I verify if I know I'm like fucking cheat,
So
and
perhaps
lose my chance?
perhaps a way to kind of like patch this exploit, wouldn't it be to kind of make it like if you want to compete in any one of our competitions, you have to KYC?
Yeah, they should force that. They should force that before starting everything.
Because we are talking money here. and and if they know about their exploits, then I mean that kind of just sounds like the obvious route, at least. Like, of course, in crypto, no one wants to KYC, or not everyone wants to. But if you want to, compete for about $30,000, perhaps you should, or you should be forced to KYC.
Yeah, you should before anything, dude. Yeah, that would honestly be one of the best counters. And well, yeah, I think it'd be the only way to make it fair, even if they do have assets, because again, they could have assets, but they won't be able to cheat. They won't be able to use like glitches and whatnot or macros.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that definitely be a good counter to that, which is fine. Like this season could fail. It can go horribly wrong, and somebody that exploits can win, and they could use this method for the next one and improve the experience for everyone, especially those that are really trying hard to win. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
And another counter could also be like, let's say like make like a tournament check-in with like whatever assets you have, and like pretty much you check in, and that asset number mint or whatever, like whatever identifies it, is locked to this tournament. That means like, let's say you were kind of exploiting and you got caught, then you can't move your assets to another wallet because it'll say mint 14 has already checked in. Try again next
Hmm.
season.
Yeah, that's actually a wonderful idea, and quite frankly, that didn't cross my mind. That's actually a pretty damn good idea. Like, you do the KYC, you're allowed access, and okay, you want to use these assets, register them, and then you're able to use them. That'd be good. Good counter.
Yeah, you know me, man. I'm like 3 steps ahead, but at the same time 8 steps behind.
Yo, and see, and here's something that I want to point out, which is not a big deal, because I mean, if you're able to buy an asset for cheap, it's all right, and you're verified, your account. Like these assets don't grant me anything, right? I thought they were like the AS3 NFTs Alpha Season 3, but they weren't. So they don't mean nothing. They won't even provide extra stats or anything.
Okay.
These alpha passes, what they do is they grant me additional tickets to be or in order to win an Alpha 3 season pass. So I have more tickets in the raffle, higher chance of me being chosen. This sword here is an actual AS3 Alpha Season 3 asset, and the difference between Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 is that, again, Alpha 2, all you had to do was win a pass to get, I think it was 1,000 sand. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And for Season 3, if you own land, an avatar that's AS3, Alpha Season 3, or a NFT, you unlock this additional bonus sand that you can get for holding an asset. So, that's a big difference between Season 2 and 3. And I don't know if it makes it fair, but like, if you had invested money previously on the second season, well, now it's going to actually pay off if it actually, it's valid, so you can earn this extra sand here at the bottom, which is guaranteed just for holding it. And once you like level up your pass.
Mhm. I see.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a huge difference. I prefer Alpha Season 2 route. Just do your challenges and that's it. But I don't know. I guess they were experimenting on this one, probably, right? So they wanted to see how it went and the feedback they got. But yeah, that's why I'm not so happy with this Alpha Season 3.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it either. So now we can move over to some of your favorite games, Web3 games. What is your top three?
My top three are Blankos, Undead Blocks, and Big Time.
Blanco's Undead Blocks and Big Time. I know Big Time is looking real good. You remember last night what was it, that game New World?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's New World. I couldn't believe it. But it looks so good. It's got like epic game vibes to it. What what are some of your favorite things about Big Time?
Here, let me bring this up as I explain real quick.
Bro, is that
Big
your whip?
Time. Ah, I wish. I freaking wish, bro. Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know here, Big Time is an MMO RPG game. Uh, the lore, like the story about what this game is about. Hopefully, somebody's here that can correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, you're jumping through time because the time got messed up, right? So you're going through it to like fix it and put time back together. That was like a really bad explanation, but I hope you understood what I meant. But you're jumping through time, going through different time periods and fighting these enemies in order to restore the balance of time again.
Okay.
uh, this game's a lot of fun because it is a dungeon MMO RPG. You can play with up to six people in a group. The gameplay is very smooth. The graphics are amazing. They actually have these NFTs here that are titles. They have weapon NFTs, armor NFTs, and they also have their version of lands, which is called space.
Okay, it's space. And if I'm not mistaken, one time when I dropped into one of your streams, you told me that you had like one piece of land airdropped to you.
Oh yeah, so
You're a landowner, bro.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, and we can actually get into that topic of land because there's huge issues right now with it. But I entered in a giveaway on Twitter and I won a rare small space, which is the lowest thing I could have possibly gotten. So yeah, the land here, how it's gonna work, it's crazy because when you have multiple pieces of land, you literally like connect them like Legos. And if you want to form a guild, let's say you want to be a part of my guild, and you have land, I have land, we could merge our lands together to have more space.
Okay, and what does having land mean in this game? Like, does it just mean like a safe space where like enemies can't get you, or like where you recharge your stats, or like will it be like kind of like a living area that you can just chill at?
Yeah, so the land here is basically your home. It is a chilling area where you can go with your guild. It's fully customizable. You'll be able to customize your space in different time periods, like have a room be, I don't know, some old school decoration, and then you could have another room be like futuristic.
Okay,
But it's a home, and what you will need a land for is these. You'll need arm in order to place your armory inside of your land. To and what the armory does is you're able to craft and upgrade your NFTs that you have,
okay,
um, as well as the forge. You need land in order to put the forge in your space, and the time warden you need in order to be able to earn their token.
I see.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so you need minimum a medium epic piece of land. Oh no, no, wait, wait, actually, wait. I want to go back on that. So they changed the way the land works. It used to be sockets. So like a small rare only had two sockets, so you weren't really able to fit anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you had minimum, what I had said, like an epic medium, you'd barely be able to fit either the armory or the forge. But they changed the way that worked because let's say this epic medium provided five slot like sockets and the forge took three, then you'll have two free that you won't be able to do anything with. So how they changed it is that they turned those sockets into exits. So this medium small space, instead of having two sockets, it has two exits, and what that means is you'll be able to connect two other spaces to it. You know,
Okay.
um, and so those exits are each rooms, and now you're able to have, for example, this legendary large, and you'll be able to have seven rooms, so you'll be able to fit your time warden, your armory, and your forge in that space now.
Okay, so as far as like deploying land, like is it do you like choose what time period you want your house to be in and like so anytime you want to use your land or go back to your land you'd have to go to that time period or that map to access it or is there like a
As
home?
as far as I understand, it's just like a home, so you're just gonna decorate it. You change the decoration yourself for the theme. But there's been a lot of questions still of how that's gonna work, and quite frankly, right now I don't have the answer to that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just gonna be fully customizable, and they actually did confirm something on the previous stream, their AMA, that I thought would be a good idea. So, the you're obviously going to be decorating your space with furniture, right? But the furniture itself actually will be an asset. It will be an NFT.
Oh,
So
that's
I
cool.
thought that was very interesting, and I think that's honestly a pretty good move, because what if I kill like a rare boss and I get a statue of him, and there's only like 100 that you're able to mint, and
Nice.
I have a unique piece of furniture right there, showing that I accomplished something.
Okay, so So another question about like kind of land. Well, like you had mentioned that your home will be like fully customizable. How what would be like the software, or where would you go to customize your house? Like is there like kind of like how DCL has like a builder? So like is there like a big time builder, or do you is it running on Unity, so you could like run work through SDK?
Ooh, honestly, that is a good question. I think I have no answer for that because it is not sure. Because in game, it seems like you'll be able to access your space, right? So you'll probably be able to jump to it in the game. But yeah, when it comes down to like doing your layout and all that stuff, I am not 100% sure how that's gonna work.
I see. Well,
That still is to be answered. Yeah.
to be determined. Maybe episode 2 Roach Killer, and it'll be like a full episode on like just big time land.
Yeah.
You'll be like building it in front of us and shit.
Another thing that I do want to mention real quick is these mystery boxes. Um, they're in a chest right now, right? So when you open it, you could have any of the rarities for each one. So you could have like an exalted armory, you could have a mythic armory, you can have an epic armory, and depending on what rarity you have, you will be able to craft NFTs up to that rarity, upgrade.
Hmm.
But what they did for the spaces, so if I have an exalted space and I have an exalted armory, I'll be able to use it. I'll be able to place the forge or the armory, whatever, inside my space. But if I have a legendary large space and I have an exalted armory, I won't be able to use it. I have to have something of equal or less value, so like lower rarity in order to be able to place those that forged armory or time warden in my space.
I
You know what
see.
I mean?
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for showing us some big time. Could we move over to, or is there anything else you would like to show us before we move over to Undead Blocks?
No, I think that's the major part. These are all NFTs, titles, weapons, armors,
Wait, when you
the
say titles,
spaces.
are you saying names? We can mint names. What?
No,
You know, I was
no,
going in head first for that.
yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, so how these work is like, let's say you kill a mob and you get this as a drop. So when I look at your player, I'll see like your name, Sinful Meat Sticks. But right under it, when you equip it, it'll say Sinful Meat Sticks, a
Papi
silver
chulo.
lining.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or that. Yeah, that works too.
Bro, if you can mint a title, like I on beyond that, like be minting Papi Chulo, simple meat stick Papi Chulo right under it.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope. See, like I know people like could like like sign a form or whatever if you want to be a part of the team, help develop the game or like create assets or whatnot. But that'd be cool, yeah. If in the future they just allow you to like make your own title or they allow people to create their own things. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen.
It's fun to
Yeah,
dream.
yeah, yeah. But no, that basically wraps us up. Dungeon RPG game, and you're able to earn these assets, and you have land. So.
Nice.
Uh,
Now on that to Undead Blocks. I'm very excited for this one because if I'm not mistaken, this is like a like first person shooter, kind of like zombie-ish feeling Web3 game.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, here you go. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So to break it down, undead blocks, is kill or earn. It's literally Call of Duty zombies. Like that's literally what it is. You're thrown in a map. You have to survive various waves, and they're gonna have different modes. They're gonna have like they have been having in these tournaments, which are like speed runs with a pistol only, or the most amount of kills using just the AK. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is basically Call of Duty Nazi zombies on the blockchain,
I see. Oh,
and
and before we get too deep into Undead, Specimen did have a question for Big Time. How much is a pass?
ooh, okay. I'm gonna tell you something right now, straight up. It is not worth buying a pass.
So how
It is
would you obtain one?
going through to Open Loot to win a free Ruby Pass, which is not an NFT. But you go through Open Loot Discord to win a Ruby Pass, or tune in to one of the streamers streams and enter in their giveaways for a Ruby Pass.
Okay.
Um,
Um, if you could you drop a link on the Twitch chat for what was
oh
the
yeah,
open loop?
yeah, I got you. Actually, they actually changed the way they do their giveaways because of bots. They're having a lot of issues. Bots winning. Nobody's claiming these passes, but yeah. So you go here to the Open Loot. You fill out this form, and at the end of each week, they're gonna pick 50 people to win a pass. And when you win, all you gotta do is um, already have registered an account. You're gonna give them your email and your big time username, and it is case sensitive. So if you win, you have to type in your email and your name exactly how you have it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually you guys, if you haven't registered already, here's the site. So you just create an account, have that information ready for when you do win, and you just submit that to them. So. Here we go. So yeah, real brief about these season passes. It is not worth buying them because um, if when the game just started and you bought like the better tier pass, all it is was going to grant you earlier access to the game, and you were going to have like higher rarity NFTs drop. You had a higher chance of them dropping. So these are all useless. I mean, if you really just want to have access to the game and you want to play it and you don't care, then buy the Jade Pass. It is the cheapest tier. Wow, it's $60. But once you buy this, you'll instantly have access to the game and you're able to play and grind, and try to get some NFTs. So,
So I know that you have a big time guild. Do you like help your players or your guild members get passes?
oh yes, I have, dude. I basically I've always alerted everybody in my guild currently right now when they were giving one out, and I've actually won I think a total of 4 times, and I've gotten people hooked up.
My dog.
I got Doki access, I got Doctor Drip access actually. There's one more person that I got access. I can't remember, but yeah, I mean, I can possibly try to get you a pass, but it might take some time.
Let me know, bro. Let me know.
Oh yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. I think I could probably ask someone. I probably ask the team themselves. They might give me one, or I could ask somebody that I know. So I'll let you know.
For sure. And Dr. Drip says that he loves you.
Yeah, let's go, Doc. You know I love you too, bro. You are awesome, and I'm waiting, bro. When you're able to join us. so
But
so yeah, undead blocks, kill to earn. Call of Duty, not the zombies on the blockchain.
did you say kill to earn?
Yes.
Whoa.
It sounds crazy, right? Like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I kill to earn.
Love it.
What the fuck? Yeah, so in order to earn in this game, you have to have a weapon pack. They have two collections. They have the Genesis collection and the Apocalypse. Genesis is their first collection of weapon NFTs, and their Apocalypse collection is what you get when you mint. I mean, not mint. Sorry, when you stake undead token. Oh my god, I can't read. There you go. When you stake an undead token, you'll a certain amount, you'll be able to mint one of these apocalypse weapons packs. And a few months back when they had their mint for their first Genesis collection, you were able to mint a pack early, and if you held on to it, you'll get access to the game early.
I see. And how do you earn this undead token? Killing?
You have to no, this token. Think of it like, what we were just talking about. Oh, like think of it like DG, because you don't earn DG, right? You have to buy that, correct?
Yes, yes. You have to purchase DG.
Yeah. So
But
this undead token, you have to purchase it, And I don't take my word for it because it's been a while, but I think you will use this token in order to add weapons to your weapon pack, and I will show you what I mean by that right now. But you use that to upgrade your weapon pack. You add on more weapons, and the more weapons you have in your pack, the more Z bucks you'll be able to earn. Oh, wrong pack. I'm sorry. Oh, wrong pack. Here we go. So this is the Genesis collection. This is their very first collection that came out. There's four different packs. There's Amateur, there's Survivor, there is Assassin, which is their third rarity, and then there's Zombie Killer. Here we go. There's Zombie Killer.
Nice for a casual 1.4 ETH.
Oh yeah, these are expensive, my friend, and I'll tell you why. So, an Amateur pack will earn you 500 Z bucks, and what Z bucks are is like their in-game currency, and those Z bucks you will use to upgrade your weapons. Make them stronger. So you earn those Z bucks, you upgrade your gun. This one right here will earn you 500 Z bucks. The Survivor will earn you 1,000 Z bucks. The Assassin one will earn you, I think it's 2,000 Z bucks or 1,500. I'm not 100% sure. I did forget. And the Zombie Killer one will earn you 2,500 Z bucks. And what I mean by earn Z bucks, um, it's by doing challenges that they're gonna have that you do daily and or weekly. Aside from that, they said that there'll be different ways, more opportunities to earn Z bucks. I'm not 100% sure how, other than what they're doing now, which is tournaments. But they're gonna have more ways that you can earn Z bucks. And so those regular Z bucks you use to upgrade your weapons, and I think you can swap them over to undead token, but just those regular Z bucks you earn, because they also have gold Z bucks, and the way you get the gold Z bucks is by renting out your weapon.
I see.
So
There is a delegation system in there.
yeah, I was supposed to be out already, quarter 3, but we're already heading into quarter 4. Is that right? So
Yeah, we're
this is
getting there.
Yeah, so this has been delayed. Also, the multiplayer has been delayed, which should be out very soon. But when you rent out the weapon pack, the renter will earn gold Z bucks, and I'll show you what they look like. But they earn gold Z bucks, and with those Z bucks, you're able to, right now, currently, swap this over into Ethereum, but they will later on integrate the Polygon and the Smart Chain, so you're able to switch to Poly. Or you're able to swap it over to Poly and Binance. Um, I don't know the value of these because there's no chart anywhere, but I do know for a fact that 504 Z bucks, gold Z bucks right now, I think that's $50 in ETH, and
Wagyu wallet, yum.
yeah, they have their own wallet. And so yeah, right now the value of those ebooks is $50. So I've won that from the tournaments that I have been playing. I've actually won more, but I've withdrawn them, and I kind of regret doing that. But yeah, those are the Z-Bucks that you earn from playing tournaments, and that's gonna look when, like, let's say I rent you a gun, and you're gonna earn those gold Z-Bucks when you do the challenges, or however that's gonna work. It's still very unclear because, like I said, they'll have many different ways you can earn. And this is the actual undead token itself right here. It's currently valued at 64 cents. So if you were to buy, you know, let's see, if you were to buy 1,500 tokens worth of undead, you'd be able to stake this, and you'll automatically get this one of the new collections, the Apocalypse Pack, minted to you right away as soon as you reach the minimum requirement that you need to stake worth. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
So
So
it's a pretty
um,
cool game. I like the website. I like what they have going on.
yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I cannot wait till they release the co-op. the squads.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be pretty soon because we could already see friends. We just can't add them yet. So about to get 900 to get 1,500 tokens. Oh yeah, so I guess that's how much it would cost you to be able to mint one of these rookie packs. And wait, what was I going to say? I just got confused there with the comment. Well, yeah. So I'm excited for when they release the co-op mode. We're able to survive together. And I'm really interested to see how that works out. And once they release that and everything works out right, we should expect to see the full release of this game, and we'll be able to start earning hopefully sometime next year in the beginning. So
Sick. Well,
yeah, this is
I'm
awesome.
I'm happy to see that there's a lot of development in these Web3 games. Personally, like you had asked me before, like how come I haven't gone in them myself, and usually the usual answer for me is because I feel like they're not developed enough. But you're over here proving me wrong.
Yeah, no, they're and see the beauty about these guys right here. They listen. They listen to their community, and they want to get this game out. They want to develop it, and they want it to be fun, a very fun, enjoyable experience. These guys are making very good progress from when I started watching them, and they have improved in the gameplay a lot. And when it comes down to the tournaments, their anti-cheat system, their like withdrawing, everything's been on point. So they're doing a very great job, and they're really listening to the feedback from the community and adding stuff that the players want and whatnot.
I mean,
These guys are amazing.
just from this footage that I'm seeing, I mean, it's not clunky. It's zombies. Like we're I'm seeing good things. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's really smooth, and people complain about the shooting, but they have to understand that they're using weapons that are not upgraded. Obviously, when you upgrade them, they will be more accurate. They will have less recoil. They'll have a tighter shot, etc. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which kind of gives you like the want to upgrade them, the need to upgrade them.
yeah, I was gonna share one more thing. I think that's it, right? Let me see, weapon lending. Oh, so I actually do want to say this right now. If you guys are interested and want to try the game, you can. It is open to the public now, so you do not need a weapon NFT to play. All you gotta do is go here to wagyu.io, register an account. What? Oh shit! Once you register, you download the beta here, and you can try it out for yourself. And I think there's gonna be more public tournaments coming, so you can participate in the tournament and try to win yourself some Z bucks, gold Z bucks.
That's awesome. And I mean, I'm hoping with these tournaments there aren't any exploits where people could just get to the top of the leaderboards.
Nope. According to them, they've caught everyone. So
That's
it,
sick.
so it's been fair, and I believe them. I believe them because most of these guys stream this stuff, so we're seeing them able to perform as good as they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anything else you would like to show us about Undead Blocks before we move over to Blancos?
Let me see. Let me see. Any questions in the chat?
Hmm. That's
Uh, can you
will
stake?
will it be play to earn?
Yeah. Okay. So it will be play to earn, but only if you have a weapon pack. When the full game launches, you'll still be able to play, but you won't earn anything unless you have a pack. So you have to, it's mandatory in order for you to be able to earn. But you can still play the game. You know what I mean? You can still have fun if you genuinely like it.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
thank you. And if there's
Um,
any more questions, I'll bring him up.
I did see one that is interesting, and I will answer right here. So somebody asked, like, if where is it? Can you stake, and what is unstaking time frame? So let's say you get this rookie pack, right? You spend how much was it? Like $960 for the 1,500 worth in undead. Once you stake, it's a 6 month lock period for this rookie pack. If you stake tokens on the commander pool, it's a 9 month lock period. and if you do the veteran, it is a 12-month lock. And what makes this apocalypse pack special is that they have new weapons. So this RPG, this tomahawk, this bat. I'm not sure about this gun, but I think actually, yeah, the M14, that's new. But these are new weapons that are going to be added onto the game that we're going to be able to, use pretty soon. So uh,
Let's see, infant. That's awesome, and thank you, Roach Killer, for being here and answering these questions.
yeah, I'm happy to, man. I'm happy to, and I just want to I want to let the people know that there's things out here they can try that may not be for them, or in the end it may, but at least they're seeing, they're gonna give it a shot.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I think that was it for Undead. That basically sums it up. Again, if you guys want to see more, download the beta, register an account, and you'll be able to see the armory, what they got going on, how the upgrades will work, and whatnot.
And oh, there's General Discharge said, how many NFTs total have been minted in the game? Which I'm guessing you can go back to OpenSea, right? Let's see.
Yeah, that is a beautiful question, and check it out. So we don't need this no more. That's 64 right now cents for the token. So for the Genesis, what is this? Oh yeah, this is Genesis. For the Genesis, there are 2.5K items. These are all minted out, and there's currently. Oh, they changed this, huh? This wasn't like this. 64% unique owners. They didn't have like the actual amount of owners.
It should, yeah. Hmm.
Huh, I guess OpenSea changed it. But you got like half of the amount of people owning like the whatever that is half. That's how many people own that roughly was about. And then the apocalypse packs. Yeah, it's so strange. I just realized that they used to tell you how much exactly people like, how many people held these NFTs. Currently, right now, there is 346 of these apocalypse pack minted out. So these are all minted. I'm not sure what the cap is, but there's still plenty of these up for grabs if you stake undead. And 54% unique owners. What does that mean? So like half
So out of all the minted, so there's like 346, so like, yeah, a little over half of
owners.
um so in a way, like, we could kind of say that each owner maybe has like three each, kind of. Let's
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. That threw me off. Yeah, so this has 64% unique owners, and this has 54%.
which is kind of like a good spread, actually, considering the fact that, like, example, Decentraland land.
Hmm.
There's like 10,000 Decentraland land, but like probably like 2 to 5,000 owners.
Hmm.
Like, kind of a
I
nope,
Oh, go ahead.
kind of assuming, and actually it's not 10,000, it's 100,000 or lands on Decentraland. So
Hmm.
like, it's not really spread out too thin when it comes to like people and assets, like holding multiple assets in their wallet.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I actually think that the most packs that someone has, because they call them arms dealers. I think the one that has the most packs is like 15 undead packs. I think that's the most somebody has.
Oh,
I'm not
damn.
100% sure. Yeah, so that's the biggest arms dealer that they have right now, which is pretty sick. Would be nice to have that many. Shit, bro. But yeah, everybody owns like three, four, two packs.
So
Nobody, no, I don't think anybody just owns one or hardly any.
I see. So last question before we move over to Blanco's. General Discharge is asking if there is any burning mechanic for upgrading.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, talking about the tokenomics in this game. So, what Wagyu plans to do first of all, they're gonna rebrand that Undead token to Wagyu because that's their gaming platform, and they're gonna have other games under that name. But yeah, any transaction that you do, and when you upgrade your packs, it will burn the token. If that answers your question.
Okay. So it burns token, not necessarily asset to upgrade.
No, it will burn the token any transaction that you do or when you upgrade the pack. That was recently what they had said, and when they also brought up about rebranding the token to Wagyu because they want to get more games so that people are able to like make purchases and burn their token.
Nice. Thank you, Roach.
Okay, so let me close this. Or if anybody wants, is actually here, right?
There you go.
Genesis and the Apocalypse. So yeah, guys, that was Undead Blocks. Let me see. So let's move on to Blankos, correct?
Yes, sir.
Let me see 1 second. So okay, so right here. Okay, so Blanco's Block Party. It is actually a play to own. They actually advertise it as that, not P2E. So Blanco's Block Party is a play to own. People like to compare the gameplay similar to Fall Guys, which I kind of agree, kind of disagree. But they like to like compare the gameplay in some aspects to Fall Guys and to Fortnite. And so I'm actually gonna launch the game right here so that you guys can see and I could explain when you first start off. But there is a season pass that you do challenges to complete, and when you level up that season pass, it'll unlock you the actual blancos themselves or the accessories that you are able to dress them up with, like these accessories right here, like those shoes, the horns, the mask. Those are all actual NFTs that you can buy and or earn through a pass. Oh, this is really loud. I may have to pump this down. One sec. Yeah, this will make a lot more sense than trying to explain it so you guys could see. Let me that's too loud. It's really too loud. Okay, so yeah, when you first start off in Blancos, you're gonna get a tutorial. They're gonna teach you how to play, and you're gonna start off with the starter one, which is noob right here.
Totally getting Fortnite vibes here.
This is the UI.
Alright, totally getting Fall Guys vibe now.
Oh shit, bro! I hate that. Don't say that.
Bro,
No, but
why are you playing Fortnite?
oh shit, guys, it's a rug interview. No,
Beyond the rug.
yo, but yeah. So you're gonna start off with the tutorial. You knock that out, then you're gonna be brought to the home menu. You're gonna have your noob, which is your starter blanco, and you'll automatically have another blanco that's free, that is not an NFT, which is this one right here called Trickle. You can unbox him. He already has his own class that he comes with, and there's 5 different classes. Noob has his own special abilities, his own skill sets. Trickle has his own, same thing, special abilities, his own skill sets. And so if you guys want to get more blancos to unlock the other 3 classes, there's this season pass right here, and you complete these challenges that they have. They have daily, weekly, and seasonal, which is not showing, but it will show once the new season pass comes out. But you complete these challenges and you level up your pass. The top portion is the premium part, which price was $25, but will be 15 starting this Wednesday. and the bottom part will be the free version. But the top portions where you pay, the $15, and as you grind and level up the pass, you'll be able to earn these exclusive blancos that are just, uh, you know, you're just able to acquire throughout this pass. Not everybody finishes it, so the ones that do, they have a blanco and accessories that are more valuable because not everybody was able to obtain them. And so yeah, you earn blancos through leveling up on the pass here, or you go to the shop and you can use these blanco bucks to mint a blanco here in the store. And this is why, Sin, I was telling you that microtransactions work here for the Web3 gaming space, because you go here, let's say you spend $10 for 1,000 blanco bucks, which is what this blanco is worth right here, $10. This is the first time they do a capsule, a mystery box. If you pay the 1,000 blanco bucks, you could mint yourself one of these blancos. It's completely random. It's usually just set to one, but for this occasion, because it's Atari, they have four of them, and so it's random. And once you purchase it, it'll appear here in your shelf. You could then click on it and then unbox it. And once you unbox it, it's going to tell you, are you sure you want to do this? You press yes. It's going to unbox the blanco, and then you're going to be able to choose from three classes. One of them being a record class, which is more like a offensive kind of class where it has abilities where you attack. There's another class called Tracer. This is more of an agile class. You're able to move fast and you have more energy, which is their version of stamina, so you could run for a longer amount of time. I think you do have to level up to get that skill all the way. So you have like your agility class, and then they have a tank class. So this is a tanker, and you're able to with this class, take more damage, and you're able to set traps to be able to knock out other blancos. That's like your offensive ability. And so there's three different types of game modes. They have vibes, which you just collect like these little lightning bolts around the map, and the one who has the most wins. They have a shooter, and they have races. Now each one of these class are ideal to use for a certain mode. So for example, if I'm gonna do a race, I would use a tracer, which is one that has the most agility.
Mm-hmm.
Has I could dash with him, so it gives me an advantage to just like be ahead of everybody else. And let's say, for example, I'm gonna play a shooter. I could use the tank or the wrecker because this guy is offensive, and he is just defensive. But both classes would be like good to be able using the shooter. This one you have a ground pound and a fire trail as an option, for example, and this guy has a shield, which will be your defense, so you can take more hits when they're shooting at you, or you can drop a fake vibe that'll work like a IED or something, and like hurt them. It'll blow up on them and hurt the your opponent. And for the last one, vibes, you have the option of using all three. Actually, it doesn't matter which one you use. It's just personal preference there, but you got to be careful because as you collect your vibes, you can get hurt by another player and lose them. So, when it comes down to that mode, you can choose as to however you see fit, whatever you're more comfortable with. But those are the advantages in the game modes when it comes down to the classes. And once you unbox a Blanco after you purchase it, and let's see,
What is your
uh,
favorite game mode?
shooter.
Shooter all the way.
Yeah, I like shooter because well, I like all the game modes in general, but I prefer shooter. And like for me, this game's too easy. It's casual because I'm playing with a bunch of older dudes that probably don't really game, but they're in the NFTs, and they're not as good. So
You taking advantage, bruh.
pretty much, yeah, you can say that.
Just
I mean,
like for us, like going into Web 2 games, we're taking probably advantage of like 10-year-olds and shit. But here we're taking advantage of men.
yeah, older dudes that don't know really what gaming is and don't know how to play, but they have fun. But So yeah, you collect these blancos. Some of these are from season passes. Some of these are from drops. And when you first buy it, it of course comes boxed, and you have the option to unbox it. Now, the value in these things, people argue that you know if you want to make a good penny off of this, it's better to leave them boxed because that gives the person the ability to buy it, unbox it, and be able to choose whichever class they want, preference. And some people like to argue and say that's not the way to like make profit with these things. They like to argue it's better to unbox the blanco, choose a class, and max it out to its maximum grade level. There's three different grade levels. There's fair, good, and excellent. So you rank up fair level, grade 0 to 15. Once you hit 15, you prestige it. You grade up to the good level, and once you're on good level, you go from 1 to 15. And once you hit max level 15, you prestige it to the excellent level. And when you grade them up, how it works is, uh, you need these gumballs, and you need the moolah, which is their in-game currency, and this you can earn for free from the season pass. You don't necessarily have to buy the premium part to earn it. You can get it for free from the season pass or after completing missions, like the challenges or completing matches. But you use these gumballs to grade up your Blanco and to unlock new abilities as he gets stronger. And these XP tokens that you earn, you have to put into the Blanco in order to level him up. So, for example, if I want to boost them, I drop the XP tokens, I level it up. It's going to hit grade level 15. I'll actually do this right now because I need it to, anyways. But see, I hit max level 15. I got rewarded a new foundation perk, gumballs, moolah. You also get stuff, rewards when you level them up each time. But to grade up, you need gumballs. So you choose, 8 different gumballs, or you might have me like multiple of the same. So you do that, and then you use the moolah, which again you can earn for free, or you could use blanco bucks. That, remember, that's real money. That's the microtransaction. But you use the gumballs and the moolah to level up to the next grade level, and there you go.
Nice. That's kind of a mini burning mechanism as well.
Yeah, so I leveled up to the next grade level. I'm on the second prestige, if you want to put it that way, and I unlocked a new foundation perk. Now, when it comes down to the abilities, there are foundation perks, which are like passive abilities, and there are these power perks that are the active abilities, like the ones that you actually use, and they'll improve your damage, or like this, it'll give you extra energy and whatnot. So that's how it works. Once you unbox, choose a class, and you level up, he gets better. You have better stuff that you could equip on him. So, um, let me see what else. What else? Well, I guess that covers the, like, when you start off and you're getting into the game
Mm-hmm.
when you're
Um,
first playing.
actually, one question that I have, it's a starting question. How does one get a Blanco? What is the best place to get it? OpenSea?
Ooh, okay. Let me show you. Let me show you. So there's this is their marketplace, right? This is Mythical's marketplace. You can go here to try to get a sweet deal on a Blanco. You might find Blancos cheaper here than they will be listed on OpenSea.
How much cheaper would you say? Let's pull up that OpenSea page.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought I had it open. Well, to be honest with you, it could range from 20 to 150 to $200 cheaper.
Cheaper.
It really depends on the Blanco. See, that's the thing. People, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just don't care, or they get desperate because of necessity, which I would understand. I respect that. But see this Blanco that right. Let's see this Blanco right here. $23 for a King Karat. Now this one specifically is a lot because look at how many they were minted, right? There
Yep.
was
Oh shit.
59,000 of these minted, and that's because it was an Amazon Prime drop. Now, $23 here. Just imagine you pay that plus a gas fee, and then you still have to pay a gas fee to transfer it back into Mythical, which would be right here, deposit an item. You connect your wallet, whether it be MetaMask, Coinbase, and then it'll show you the blankos you have on OpenSea, and you just bring them here. Checking wallet like this. See, these are the blankos that I have. I have to pay a fee to bring them in. Um, so it'd be best if you just buy it here on Mythical. More than likely, it's going to be cheaper. Let
On
me see,
Mythical. Okay.
$4, bro.
So $4 compared to what on OpenSea?
$23
Holy shit, that's a come up, bro.
for a
Like,
blanco that has 59,000 mints.
okay, so Mythical Marketplace is definitely the place to go when it comes to buying your blankos at a decent price.
Yeah, and even then, some people still lowball some blancos that were worth a lot more, which I'll get to right now. But I do want to show you. You will know if a blanco is withdrawable to OpenSea if it has withdrawable right here. Not all blancos are be able to be withdrawn onto the blockchain. Only a certain few. But I'm pretty sure as time goes by, they're gonna allow you to bridge more blancos, different blancos, over to the Ethereum network. But yeah, it's definitely what people do, which is what I did, and I can prove it. People buy blancos cheap here, and they send them over to OpenSea and sell them over here for more to make profit. Make a flip.
Those evil
Um,
geniuses.
Dude, I will show you guys right now. um, but yeah, definitely people lowball blancos, and I'm gonna give you a oh, here you go. You see this guy right here, box B, mint price, and like I showed you guys in the game, I literally paid where is it? I paid $100 for 10,000 blanco bucks.
Okay.
So I paid $100 in microtransactions to get him, and right now currently he is only worth 40. So that's 4,000 blanco bucks. It's way under the mint price by $60.
Oh shit.
Yeah, people are lowballing the crap out of it. And what I would do in this case, if I wanted it and I didn't get it, I'd buy it for 40 and send it over here to Mythical and sell it for more. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep. It's
Or
definitely worth the price to
yeah,
transfer.
or I could just sell it here on Mythical. Either way, that's fine. But people like this method more
Mm.
as an option.
Yeah, and from what I was looking at last night, I mean, it looks like a lively marketplace. There's literally activity like by the hour on buying and selling blancos.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Especially now, in case you guys didn't know, uh, Blanco's Block Party is now actually on Epic Games. So that being said, when it launched on that platform, there was sales all over the place like crazy on Mythical and on OpenSea. People were just buying them like crazy. More than positive, it was because of the flip. For later on when more players on board because they have easier access to the game through Epic Games. But yeah, I mean, like this Blanco right here, easily this was like $400 or $500 minimum. Look at it now, $110, bro.
Dang.
$400 cheaper. And this one, I mean, it hasn't probably. Yeah, I see people have been scooping them up recently within a month, 2 months range because it's been a lot cheaper than it was before. You know, one thing that I want to point out too that also brings great value to these assets is that there was earlier stages of the game. You had private beta, pre-alpha, open beta, alpha. Currently, we are right now on early access. So if you see a blanco with early access, that is the stage of the game that we are currently in right now. But the older blancos are more rare and are worth more because they were during earlier stages of the game, and it depends on how many of them were minted. Like this Billy Bones is currently going for $650 it was in the pre-alpha stage of the game, and there's only 904 of these minted. So people like to keep an eye on that to see how many were minted and what stage of the game they were. Because they're going to be worth more, and they just try to be patient and snipe for when somebody gets desperate and wants to sell it for cheaper. They grab it, and they hold on to it for either to play with or just to have it collected or for the flip. So this is very important to just keep an eye on to see what stage and what how many of them are minted. And something that matters a lot to the Blanco community, which I know it doesn't really matter overall for any NFT projects really, but people really care about the mint number. People really want lower mint number Blancos. So, I've seen people that have bought, Blancos, 1 through 20 at like $300, $500, $400 when on mint that Blanco was only like $25, So people are willing to pay a little extra just to get a lower mint number, especially if they're only like so many, minted, so few.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I definitely like the development in Blancos as well. And if I'm not mistaken, I was watching a YouTube video the other day and I got a Blancos ad and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's funny. Like the internet's weird. As soon as you start looking into something or just like talking about something like we are, you start getting ads for it. Like what the heck?
Well, like
you
here's
know?
the thing. Like I wasn't even like specifically looking up on or Blancos. It just like popped up. Maybe like due to like maybe a Web3 search in general instead of. But yeah, I hadn't even been looking into Blancos. Just popped up.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so weird how that works, honestly. Because I talked to my brother about other things, and we just talk in a voice call, and I start getting ads for it on YouTube or whatever. Like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
dude, me too. Like just on my phone, I swear I'll start seeing ads on YouTube. Start seeing like Google ads about like the foot powder I just spoke about or some shit.
Yeah, it's so freaking weird, bro. Like they're listening,
They listening, they watching, waiting. Big Brother's watching.
honestly.
Pay your taxes,
Um,
everyone.
dead ass.
uh,
Um, let's see. When it comes down to it, I mean, that's basically what Blanco's Block Party is. But a lot of people really enjoy this game, you know.
mhm.
Uh, how I feel, and I'm sure many others do, and why this is so successful because nobody thinks of this as play to earn. Blancos even says it themselves. This is play to own, so it's optional to do any of this. If you want to buy that Blanco, if you want to buy that pass, still gonna get free stuff, but they don't force you to have these assets to play their game, and frankly they don't force you to buy these skins at all. Like if you don't want them, it's as simple as not getting them, and if you do and you have regret, well, you know what, you can sell it, you know what I mean? So um I personally feel like Blanco's Block Party is doing it right. This is like proof, like the evidence that microtransactions can work with web 3, not web 2. And for anybody that has doubts, I will show you guys. For anybody that has doubts, I've in total have like 60 blancos, and recently I sold 6 of them. But I turned $250 into 775. So technically, I earned $525 profit, and this was just over time without really having that intention. Like I'm waiting for it. All I did was list it, and just one day I made huge profit off of these blancos that I got for a lot cheaper. Besides this, for a lot cheaper. But play the game for fun, and something like this out of nowhere is just gonna happen because somebody wanted it. You know what I mean?
What a flex.
Uh, Dude, I show this to bring hope because I don't want people to feel hopeless. Like fuck, I'm just buying this shit, nothing's happening. No, you will sell. Just
J-
don't make that your intention right away. Just be like, I don't want it. I'll do this. I'll leave it there. Just leave it alone, and it will. Especially off of these things. Like, who would have thought? I didn't think this. $25 Blanco because mint price was like 35 or 40. I made 270. Well, I made more off of that because Ethereum's down, right? But
yeah.
I made basically $300 off of that. So that's fucking crazy, and I wasn't expecting it. Like, I didn't get my hopes up. I wasn't waiting for it. It just happened. So that is insane, off of Blancos.
Yeah, just a natural thing. You're just buying because you like it, and
Yeah,
and then
and
all
I
of a sudden,
genuinely, yeah, and I genuinely liked the game, and I was playing it for fun, and you know, I was lucky. I was blessed by that. So
that's awesome.
yeah.
Oh man, I really wish I could I could have that one.
Dude, I don't know who it is, and I don't want to be like all rude and shit, but some dumbass sold this for like cheap as fuck, like 30-40 bucks.
Damn, I need to like keep an eye on the market on that one, huh? So,
And but see, here's the thing, and it was something that I wanted to bring up when you told me where's oh shit, what the fuck? Um, where would it be more worth buying? Some people on OpenSea lowball the crap out of the more popular, the more rarer ones here. Like this Blanco right here, real quick. It at the start. I'm pretty sure they didn't spend no more than $500 because they probably rushed it or they probably had the stuff. I don't know, like the amount of gumballs and XP tokens they needed to level up these other blancos. But um, somebody sold on OpenSea this blanco for $40, and at the start, people were selling it for over $2,000. So the first big sale was 2,800, then it was 2,200, then it was 2,000, and then it was 1,800 off of this. Like really, but as you see, there's only 200 of them minted. And something that I didn't talk about, which I will get into right now, real quick, is they have this thing called Gem Rush. And what Gem Rush is for example, this Blanco, they brought out two versions of it, but you have to have two of these Blancos to merge them. So you burn a Blanco, you merge two of these Blancos together to get its second form, which is this one right here. And then what you have to do is get two more of these Blancos, merge it again to get a second one of the second version. And once you have two of these, you burn one Blanco to get the final form, which is this. So this is a gem rush. It's just basically to acquire the next version of that one Blanco, and there's already been several. They have this one, they have the clown, they have Pug Life, which is the dog. They have two other versions of them that you can get, but you have to have multiple of these maxed out to excellent level 15 to be able to mash it and burn one in order to get the second version. So they also have that, and people have made good profit from these gem mints. So
that KM one is so cool, and I see the rewards in grinding.
yeah, this one is beautiful. I want this one so bad. And I'm telling you, somebody lowballed the crap out of it. And I wish you can go back and see more. Oh, look, latest sales 400, 600, 500, 9. Oh, 10 days ago. What the fuck?
Someone sold that for a stack.
999. Yo, this crap sells, which is crazy for a little dude that you could just run around, in a virtual world and just like play little games. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, that also brings value to the blancos. These gem rushes. It makes it once you mash them together, you have the next stage of that one blanco, and it's rare, and it's what makes it special. And again, if you like this dude, you keep him. If you don't and regret it, well, you know what? Play to own. You have that option to sell it if you wish, and you could just make your money back or make a profit. So
Most definitely. Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so this is the one of the Atari Blancos from the new collection. Oh, look at that early access season zero. And Dan, I think Lish is pronounced, is the artist. But
Dyslexia.
this is the free roam aspect of Blancos, the little free roam. I don't think I'm gonna do a match because I feel like that's gonna take probably a little too long. But
This is so
yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah. So each Blanco, like I said, has its own abilities. Currently, right now, I'm using a wrecker. On the bottom right, you see my energy bar. I just
Hmm.
exhausted it because I sprinted,
Yep.
and it does regenerate, or you can get that energy back if you collect vibes. So you'll get that back faster. But so a wrecker is an offensive player. If I press Q and people step on that fire trail, which is a skill you have to add, they will get hurt. I have a ground pound that stuns enemies and can kill them if they're already damaged. So when I stun them, they move slower. And then you have the basic melee, which is E. That's for all of them.
Okay.
You also have a jetpack that if you double jump, you activate it and you can fly up. Or if you hold press C, you just float and you can hover around.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So that's a wrecker. You press B in game or here to change Blanco. Or sorry, in lobby, not in game. But
That's
you can see your crew.
that's so sick. So damn, Blancos is like really developed.
Yeah, but it's cool. See, this is a tracer right here. This is like an agile class, and by agile, you see I have more stamina than the other one. This one has 124. I could dash, so I could like move faster to like get out of the way of them shooting me, or try to reach a certain spot faster in a race, etc. And his spin attack could deal damage. It could also bring up a shield depending on what skill you have equipped. And there's one so that if you spin, you can grab vibes at a further range, and you don't have to be too close to them. So
Kind of like a magnet skill.
yeah, and see this guy, you're able to punch 3 times consecutively. Wrecker, it was only once, and you had to wait for recharge.
Yeah.
And last but not least, you have your tank. This is the tanker class. Um, you have your Q being the shield, and there's different kinds. I think like depending on what skill you equip, I think you attract more vibes to you or something. I'm not 100% sure because I don't like this class. It's my least, but I just wanted to have one. So you have your shield, and then you have these decoy vibes that you lay out that hurt enemies when they walk by. And if you upgrade that vibe, it'll do like how do you call it? It'll have a status effect. So when they hit it, it'll cause like a bleed out, and they'll just keep getting hurt. And so it slows them down and it kills them, and you can finish them off if they haven't, if the vibe hasn't finished them off already. So
Nice.
but that's basically the breakdown of the 3 classes that you can use, and it's pretty cool because you also have emotes that you can buy or earn, and you can just like mess around. I don't know who that is, but pretty funny. So yeah, just imagine shooter collecting vibes, etc. That's the gameplay. It's a lot of fun. Um, and one last thing. Oh, that's you.
Someone joined you?
General said that's me. It's me.
That's awesome.
I'm weak. He was right there. I didn't even know. Um, that's so funny. That's awesome.
That's hilarious. Welcome, General.
Um, one last thing that I would like to share about Blancos, which I think is important. If you guys haven't already, I would personally recommend that you sign up and claim your Noob and Trickle Blanco because starting this Wednesday, they're finally going to get out of early access stage and they're going to have the launch of season 1. So that's pretty huge. We're going to have finally season 1 drop after, this game being out for 2-3 years. The party pass is going to be cheaper, and the party pass is actually a Halloween theme. Look, check that out.
Oh, that's sick.
But yeah, so I would recommend you guys register an account though and claim those 2 blancos because on Wednesday when the new season comes out, those starter blancos that are available right now will no longer exist when season 1 comes out. They have a new set of starter blancos that we will have on top of keeping our old ones because we were in the early stages of the game. So If you guys want to right now, register and keep the OG starter blancos and also receive the new ones. And any new player that joins the game after that date, after Wednesday, will no longer be able to get those old starter blancos anymore. It's just exclusive to all the OG people from early access. So
Damn, what a
um,
flex.
yeah, that's a flex. As you can say you were there, even if you do it right now. So
Well, thank you for sharing Blancos with us. Most definitely opened like the door for a few of us, including myself, like on how to buy them, the best way to buy them, and just general information on Blancos. Had mentioned, I did not know it was this developed. Fortnite or Fort O's is looking good.
yeah, bro. A lot of people like it's because that's the thing, right? Because like you didn't know, a lot of people just don't know and they don't want to do the research. And honestly, it doesn't take any effort. This is quite simple, really. It's nothing complicated, but yeah, I'm happy to share this, and I hope I do get more people involved in Blancos or any of these other games that we've discussed.
And you were mentioning that you have a guild for Blancos as well.
Well, no, no, not for Blancos. No, there's nothing official for Blancos because like they don't. It's just play with friends. There's no like official guild thing that anybody's doing or anything. But I do have guilds for big time and undead blocks. And how it works in undead blocks is if you have a weapon pack, we'll play and earn together. Or if you don't, I will rent you one, or anybody in my guild could rent you a pack, and you can play with us. And for big time, you can just jump in with us and play. You're not required to have any space because a bunch of these guilds are like, oh, you might need a space in order to join in, etc. But for me, it's just as long as you play and you like to grind, you can feel free to join us. There's no requirement. You don't need to own land. You can just jump in with us for free, and we'll help you out and understand the game and whatnot.
Nice, thank you, Roach. Thank you. Let's see. Any final things you would like to share about Blancos before we start to wrap up?
Uh, one more actually. Yeah, one more. Let me close this. Uh,
LFG.
Dude, there's so much info, and I hope I wasn't talking too much. There's a lot of info, bro. Like I left out a bunch of undead blocks things. I'm pretty sure, which is starting to hit me right now and big time. But there's just so much info for all these games that uh I didn't cover, and new info that has been released that I need to go over and whatnot. But the last thing that I want to show about Blancos is the season one. So there's going to be a new type of class. It's called a bruiser. These are its power perks. It has its own foundation perks. This I'm not 100% sure what this is. If they're like redoing Trickster's abilities or something, I'm not 100% sure. These are the new. This is the new Blanco. So this Blanco is going to be the replacement for that starter Blanco that I'm telling you guys about. That if you'd like to redeem it, you can right now because it will be gone. And this is the drops that you will be able to buy in store. Blanco's Godzilla collab. These will be dropping throughout the month. You have to keep an eye out for when they drop. If you're interested in sniping early mints, make sure you have your Blanco bucks ready. Not financial advice if you don't want to invest in this, but you know, make sure you have your Blanco bucks ready and keep an eye on the mint dates. These are season one exclusives, so once they drop, and let's say they're a limited amount and they're all minted out, then that means they're gone forever, and you missed out on your chance to get one unless you buy it off of another player. And you already know the strat. You can check mythical. Somebody's probably going to lowball it, which is more than likely going to happen. Sell it under the mint price and whatnot. And there is a new starter bundle as well. I'm not sure if you have to pay for this. You might be able to redeem this one for free, but there's a starter Blanco when season one comes out that you'll be able to get, and it'll come with like gumballs and whatnot. Oh, here you go. It comes with these consumables. So that'll get if you're brand new, that's gonna give you a good start. for the stuff you need in a new Blanco that you can use or keep to sell. So and yeah, the party pass will be $15 instead of 25, so it's going to be a lot cheaper to get into the premium part. So
Oh, that's sick.
uh,
Nice little discount.
lucky. Oh, you're paying 25 each fucking season, like goddamn. Um, but yeah, no, that's basically it. I hope you guys are hyped for season one. That's actually a big deal.
Thank you, Rochilla. Let's see. General Discharge is saying, are you friends with Enres?
NRES, the name sounds familiar, but no, I am not friends. I'm actually well, I don't know if I'm able to speak about that, but yeah, no, I've heard of him, but yeah, I'm not friends with him. I haven't talked to him yet, so.
Oh, I'm all alone at Dollhouse. Looks like when like when you're sitting in at a spot and then everyone just disappears.
Yeah, I've noticed. I've been alone for a minute, but that's fine. That's
It,
fine.
nothing a refresh won't fix.
Right.
So before we wind down, any questions that you may have for me?
Yeah. What did you personally think about Undead Blocks and Blancos, and like, would you recommend it to me?
I mean, it did look like something I would recommend. Undead Blocks look like legit Call of Duty. Like, there was like no, I don't know. I did not see any like negative side to it. Any clunkiness. It was all looking good to me. And like Blancos, I mean, the definitely like the. Would it be called the UI? Kind of like the starting menu, like very like aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Like we joked around, it looks like a Fortnite like a menu, which that menu is very like pleasing to look at. So they did a good job with their development.
Yeah, and I like how, it's so funny because I like how you bring up the UI because 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago they updated the UI for the launch of Epic Games because they wanted it to look more like a game because that wasn't the UI. And I like how you brought that to attention, and that's a good thing because I mean you're liking it basically, right? You're
Mhm.
enjoying that. So
Mhm.
for new people coming in that haven't experienced the game, that's gonna like get their attention a lot. That's gonna make them feel pretty, hyped, comfortable about playing the game. But yeah, that the whole UI changed for all the tabs basically, and it feels more like an official game.
For sure. So Roach, any final words before we close out here? Any final shout
Yeah.
outs?
Well, I do want to say, Sin, I appreciate you, bro, so much for inviting me to speak here and hang out with you on Beyond the NFT. I really do appreciate that. And for those of you guys that are watching, I hope that maybe one of these games possibly caught your interest and you're willing to try. Me personally, how I like to think is I like to have options. That's just me. I don't like to stick to one thing. So, you know, hopefully just this motivates you or encourages you to just continue to keep looking into more projects, doing your research, and getting involved. Also, developing like the Web3, you know, helping the Web3 gaming space get developed, more and bring more people also to this platform as well.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. I'm sure you did. A few of our community members, you did catch their eye.
Yeah, I hope, I hope, and just so you guys know too, this was nothing what we just talked about. There's more information on all these games, and I'm involved in many other more like War Park and Metalcore, and I can't think out of the top of my head right now. But I'm involved in many other games. So if you guys are interested and you want to know more, and I'm happy to answer your questions because more than likely I'm probably gonna know I'm involved in everything.
Maybe we can have a part two Roach Killer uh, beyond the NFT episode.
Yeah, bro. Anytime, I'd be happy, and we could discuss about the other games that I'm involved in. War Park, My Pet Hooligan. We can make it work.
Most definitely. Alrighty. And so yeah, any final shout outs?
Roach Den, where you guys at? I see a few. But yeah, no, that's basically enough.
Well, thank you, Roach Killer, for joining us tonight. Before we close down, everyone, I would like to thank all my sponsors, of course, Dr. Drip, Meta One Designs, Songbird Collectives, and Vox Boards for always, being here month after month, always supporting and showing love. And of course, shout out to Prager Metis, Metaverse Advisors, and accountants. If you guys are looking to get your taxes done in the Web3 world, perhaps Prager could help you out. They do specialize in Web3 taxes. Um, so yeah, check them out. If you ever need a website or anything, hit me up and I'll send you in the right path. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. It's been an amazing show with Roach Killa. Learned a lot, definitely. And please, everyone, stick around. I am going to raid DJ Sorry, and we're gonna listen to some heavy dubstep here at Dollhouse. We will need to refresh, so I will start screaming in chat when to refresh, alright? Thank you, everyone, and stand by.